One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Utes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays.
Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Utah Utes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Back to pass, it's Tomlinson. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Green. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Handoff from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. No huddle, offense to the line.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Quick release on the RPO. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking for a crease. It's Green. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
They boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Scanning the field, it's Tomlinson. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. On the move, it's Green. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Here's the pressure. He's got him. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Utes send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. A strike downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Oh, they're after him. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Utes will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
grab behind the line. It's Marshall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player and get vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And
he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. To the air, it's Tomlinson. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Utes will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
UCLA 38, Utah 7.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Tomlinson. Pocket breaking down. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
UCLA 38, Utah.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Using his legs at screen. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Utes will call on their punt team. Pulls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Past the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Utah! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball, tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Appalachian State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The give to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Leaves it with the running back. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game.
There he goes. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of... just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Green. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're setting up the screen, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. Pass the tip. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utes.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Weatherly. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, UCLA! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And first down for the offense.
Well, this one had all